The first time I saw drag in person was a Witchy Wednesday show, actually, funnily enough, in the George. I just turned 18, and I remember going and watching it, and I was like, oh, this seems like something that I'd be interested in. But first, it was just me going to watch it and just, being in the audience and just like appreciating the art. I didn't really think I'd get into it, and then I just kind of like stumbled my way into it. Viola became an actual thing in August of 2019, because I've been doing it for like 7 years now. It is a safe space for me that I get to go showcase my creativity, showcase my love for performing. It just helps me kind of like release some of the tensions I may have, like, stress and whatnot. It can help me just kind of shake that off and leave that off, shake it off my shoulders. I always want people to remember like the first time or the last time they saw me. I always try to just make it memorable for people. Overall, I hope they just have joy and they enjoy what they watch and what they see.
I'm the only one. Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me. No one else.
Like, I was just surrounded by a lot of iconic Black women. That's kind of like where my love for drag comes from. I admired them. Like, most of the people I perform would be Black musicians and Black women. So I think it's just kind of like in that world that I kind of like was raised in, that like I kind of saw these divas. My family have come to shows and they've seen it and they love it. The relationships have just stayed the same. It hasn't really impacted it in a negative or a positive way. I will say my mom hasn't bought makeup or a wig since I started doing drag. So that's probably one way that it improved that. The community did help and make me see that, like, I belong here. I am part of, this community at large, and I'm not like an outsider or anything like that now. I have more confidence when I'm in drag. I kind of feel a little bit more, like, quite powerful when I'm in drag. So it's kind of like a suit of armor. People just kind of see you as a little bit something bigger. And then out of drag, it's just kind of like, I was just me going about everyday life. Obviously, yeah, people recognize me. I love Viola Davis. It's just kind of like, it was very fitting. It was actually one of my friends who came up with a name for me. It's kind of iconic, It's just kind of like, she is already like this established like art actress and everything. And then Viola GAYVIS is people who remember that, It's not very easy to forget that a name like Viola GAYVIS. I love being in Dublin. This is home. This is like my safe space. Viola wouldn't exist without Dublin. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Dublin and the girls and the queens around Dublin and, the scene. I have thought about moving in the past, and it just, I don't know, just something has always made me stay here, But who knows, if the check is big enough, I'll go anywhere. Sometimes it's literally just like hearing a song and I'm like, I'd love to perform that one of my solos when I rehearse them or whatever. Or I try and recreate something that I've seen them do at a live performance or whatever. And then other times I just go with the music. I just feel what it is and I just let go and let God and just say whatever happens, happens. Thank you to all the queens and all the people who've come to the shows and like who've booked me, who've hired me, because they have helped me. I wouldn't be here without the help of all the queens, all the audience members, show hosts, show runners, management in all the bars and clubs that I've worked in, and restaurants, DJs I've worked with. I wouldn't be where I am without their help, So I do appreciate all of that so much. And as long as they know where my heart stands, that is all that matters to me.